I'm going to share it when we get on there. Just don't do stuff. Are we live? Oh, yay. Okay. Welcome. Hi, everyone. I'm Jamie from the Dreamcatchers.
I'm Marissa. Good afternoon, everybody.
Sorry we're late. I know many of you were chomping at the bit because we said we'd be live at 11:30. Sorry about that. Thank you to Christian, who's doing our sound. He did not know we were going to be 6 women in the studio today. So thank you to Christian for putting this together really fast for us. Okay. So welcome back to the Dreamcatchers podcast. Today we are talking about sorry, my sound is on my phone because I was about to share it. We're talking about what's the word, which today our word is Dream Camp. So those of you who don't know what Dream Camp was or is, it is an opportunity that Marissa and I came up with last summer and then again now this summer to highlight different entrepreneurs that are doing super cool things, whether in our community or nationally. I'm looking at you, Kelly. She's the one on the West Coast. The rest of us are locals. To figure out ways to promote, encourage, partner with other people that are doing really cool things. So this summer, we featured each of these businesses through our email list that you probably all received, hopefully, if you're on it. If not, you can sign up on our website or saw on our social medias or we went live with at some point this summer. So wanted to welcome all of our Dream Camp partners back and together, because a lot of them have not met actually in person. So wanted to just say welcome to all of our Dreamcast. Actually, I like that. Our Dreamcast to the studio, but also on Zoom. So welcome. I'm going to give everyone an opportunity to just introduce themselves and just thank everyone for being part of the Dream Camp summer 2022. Marissa, did you have anything you wanted to add to that?
No, we say what's the word, and what's the word is Dream Camp, but actually it's camp, and camp constitutes fun, inspo, creativity, stuff that's a little bit maybe outside of our traditional day-to-day grind. And I think that's what we tried to do this summer, is bring people together that are doing something fun or creating something new or bringing some joy, that kind of stuff. And everybody here is representative of that. So let's start should we start with our Zoom peeps?
Oh, I can see them now. So that's good. So I can see what we see. Yeah, let's start with our Zoom peeps. So I know that Kelly's there because I see her face, or I see her. I know she's there on audio. So Kelly Barnard from the Career Canvas, welcome. We went live with Kelly the other day on LinkedIn, but would love to just give you an opportunity, a minute to talk about what it is that you do and what you have coming up. Give us a little, 1 minute recap of why you decided to partner with us, what you've got going on. Not to put you on the spot, Kelly, but can you kick us off and just give our audience
Go, Kelly, go.
A little recap of who you are, what you're doing, what you have coming up?
Sure thing. No, so happy to be here. The LinkedIn Live was a blast. Jamie and Marissa, like you mentioned briefly, I do a lot of what you do, and I help light people up and get them supported and empowered for a job search. What's a little different about what I do is I focus on the deep work around helping women reconnect to their intuition, their core values, and their priorities, especially if they're coming from a place of feeling really lost, stuck, overwhelmed, burnt out, all the things that are happening in our world right now. It's a lot. I spent 16 years in corporate marketing and got burnt out at every job I ever had. I didn't know how to set boundaries. I didn't know how to say no. And I kept leaving a job for that fresh start.
You're talking to like 6 women that are nodding right now. We're all like, yep, same.
Yeah, those have been there. And now I love being a career coach. I'm actually undergoing my life coaching certification as well. And my mission is to really help empower women in their careers to align like who they are with what they want versus what they've done before that was like smart, responsible, out of loyalty, out of obligation, out of what also felt safe. So just a chance to reconnect to who they are and what they want in their careers. And ultimately, as we know, that has a huge impact on our lives. So I work with women one-on-one, I work with women in groups, and I also have a free masterclass coming up next week where I'm going to teach participants about the 3 things that can transform your job search, because it's not your resume. We sometimes think it's that, and it's such a critical piece, as you know, especially Jamie and Marissa, but there's so much more at play. So looking forward to that too.
Awesome. And we promoted that on our social, so you can see that there. We included it in our last few newsletters, so definitely check out Kelly's masterclass on 9/14.
Magic word was free.
Yes. Also,
And I should actually say the magic word is priceless.
Priceless and free. And also Kelly, anybody that's listening, anybody that attends Kelly's course, we're going to be giving a discount for a future service with the Dreamcatchers. Depending on what it is that you're looking for, we can help you, and happy to give you a discount if you're one of Kelly's attendees. So looking forward to that next week. And anything else you have coming up, Kelly, that you wanted to talk about or promote?
No, I just have on to like my next two programs in October, and then I work with one-on-one women like throughout the year.
Awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Kenny, are you
Maternity leave, so
amazing?
But I'm actually working, and of course, Murphy's Law. I got a line out the door.
All right, so I'll give us 2 minutes of your time, Kenny. Kenny, tell our audience who you are and what you do, because I know you just opened your third location.
From our newest location, Gigi's in Long Branch. It's 140 Brighton Avenue.
Woo!
Right across. There's people cheering in the background. Brighton Avenue, right across from Jack's Goal Line Stand. Hot spot in town. We're here about 2 months. Kelly and I took on this third location with good friends of ours, partners Tommy and Faye Basile. They're from North Jersey. They just moved down here yesterday.
Wow.
We got people added to the team. That's it.
So
new products on the menu. We're doing New Haven style pizza,
ooh,
which is what they say the pizza capital of the world, according to David Portnoy and One Bite. So we're doing a whole bunch of New Haven style pieces that no one else is doing.
we got to get David down here.
We need a Portnoy visit to Gigi's.
We're working on it, right? We're working on Portnoy.
You guys, with that little setup you got there, get him on the podcast. We'll get this message to them. He's coming.
Oh, I know. We're working on it. And he also went to Michigan, as did Ming, as did I. So we have a little Michigan, camaraderie. I don't know that he'll respond to me, but we're going to give it a go.
We got people jumping in the background. DM him, and then, Anyway, I got a bunch of orders I got to make.
Yeah,
I'll come back.
Yeah, come back.
I'm going to keep live here so you can hear the craziness, but I'll be right back. Okay?
Sounds great.
Love it.
Sounds great. And just so the audience knows too, I went to high school. I didn't go to high school together with her, but I grew up with Kenny's wife. So when I moved down here, friends of mine were like, do you remember Kelly? So they were twins. She's like, Katie and Kelly, they live by you. They're opening a pizzeria. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a chance. Like, of course. And of course it ended up being like our favorite place. Like, it's not just like, oh, my high school friend owns this place. Like, it's so good. And they're doing all this, like he just said, they're, trying different styles. Now they do Detroit style, which is really popular now, where the cheese is on the bottom. Having gone to Michigan, that was our pizza, it's so good. And now they're doing this New Haven style, which we've had with the clams.
I just have to say though, I mean, it's all local people.
And
right?
neither of them were in the restaurant business, by the way, speaking of a pivot.
Anybody that can come up with a new idea and have 3 locations in a short couple years. I mean, I think that speaks volumes to not only the way our community is, but also, by the way, their locations are not super far away from one another.
Yeah, there's like 3 within 10 miles.
And I do think that there are a lot of family-run businesses like that in our area or anyone's area. And I admire, and not only are they hardworking, but they're invested in the community. I mean, I don't think most of us can't function without their hard work.
Yeah.
Right? Anyway.
Yeah. We love
and
Gigi's.
the Long Branch location's adorable. So if you haven't we did a big birthday dinner, like for my mom, and we were like, what, 12 of us?
It's BYO. They have it's beautiful in there. And they have a whole wall. I wish that if he was there, he could show us because he's over there. But they have a whole wall that's chalkboard, and the kids were playing and playing with the chalk while we were eating.
So if you're trying to figure out where to go, and sometimes it's hard, especially this time of year.
With a big group. Yeah. It was awesome there, by the way. So cute.
And the food was phenomenal. And Faye was literally hand over foot, took care of my mom.
Yes, she came out with a plate that said happy birthday, Nancy. Just next level.
Thing.
Really nice.
Awesome.
Highly recommend Gigi's.
A real cheers moment.
Yeah. And it's a great pizzeria, but this is sit down, which is awesome. Anyway, okay, so the girls from Mod 39, one of whom has to leave early, so we want to give her, she's literally looking at a huge we see a huge clock, and it's counting down till she has to pick up her kid. So Adrian and Jess, these two from Mod 39, they've both been on the pod a few times and/or panels that we've sat on together, but we're just so happy to have them back.
Because they're fashion people, and that's what we did.
Yeah. They're our
And it's
biggest
fun to
fans, and
go
we're theirs.
shopping for fall.
Yes.
It is.
So tell us a bit about Mod 39, what you've got coming up.
So
Mod 39, Jessica and I started, it's almost 2 years, just about coming
Yep.
up on 2 years.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. thank
Through
you.
COVID. Look at that.
Commerce boutique. So we started all on Instagram, and now we've got our website up and running fully, but we are really getting geared up for fall. So
Yep.
we are really excited about our fall stuff that we have launching. We just had a new drop hit today. So if you haven't seen our post yet, go check it out. Check our website.
You did all those beautiful lines this summer. I just scored one of the things off the sale because
I actually think I wanna
typical
get that
Marissa
white
buys
dress.
from the sale.
Same.
There's a
I'm a
couple
sale
of
girl.
things. We will say the summer sale is still on our website. We know that we know the Indian summer days are still coming for a
Yes.
couple of
Yes.
weeks. So get the deals. There are some great items still left in sizes on the website. But as we move into fall, we're really excited. Today we launched some new blazers. We've got like our favorite anywhere top that is like your go-to.
I have it on in
Adrian's wearing it today. We've
Purple.
launching it to start the season in black, which is
Yeah.
just be like the basic
perfect
that you
no-brainer.
have to
This-
have
this
in.
top is like,
Yeah.
this is awesome.
And we're really also excited as we got into the next, phase of fall. Lots of great outerwear, sweaters, and really fantastic gift giving this season coming up.
Oh yes, we have awesome
So,
accessories lined up for you. For the
when we
fall
come
and
to you guys with the CBI Holiday Boutique and the Junior League event and others, throughout the season, we've got some really, really great gift giving plans.
So
Yeah.
we have a lot of local opportunities to shop, but with the e-commerce platform, you can get all your friends from your old jobs and all of their towns
Yep.
and all of their neighbors and all of their friends on social media. By the way, we should have.
Kelly's in Portland. Kelly can get her friends in
I-
Portland.
Look at
to
the,
shop
you wanna
Mod
bring the shirt
39.
over that I just bought. I have the cute shirt from the sale.
Oh yeah,
I just got this.
yeah. This is this is a great transition.
You know what? And with
piece.
locally people, I don't mean to show off, but like they'll just be like, oh, casually drop a few sizes on your porch just to see what
Yeah.
fits. And in this case, the small.
Oh,
fit
that's
me.
cute.
like that.
Oh, I
It was
love
so
that.
nice for me to get
It's
the
one of my
small.
favorite
And this is a
ones.
great transition.
If you
that
if
we
you
launched
hold
this
it up,
spring.
they can
We only
see
had
it.
A couple left, but Marissa was able to score one. We
We
might
could be
have to get a few
twins.
more, and it's
So
just like a
cute.
great way to transition into the next season.
And
So-
they ship, obviously. So I'm speaking to Kelly and anybody
Yeah, we
listening
ship
on the West Coast or
everywhere.
anywhere else.
So that
Um,
was just like a little sweater knit, by the way. And for those women in the back, I see you. You can wear the jean without the sweater showing the stuff that goes over the jean. I know because I tried it. And the poof sleeve was so cute. And I can't wait to wear it. I was going to wear it today. And then I was like, I didn't want to be such a brown nose.
You're like, I'm wearing my Mod 39.
Yeah.
Well, we are huge fans of Mod 39 because what they're doing, and they summed it up obviously, and they've been on the podcast before, but what they're doing is especially for the busy mom or the just in general, somebody that just like can't figure out how to get to a store anymore or how to figure out what's cool on a website. Like they just get it and like they're showing it to you in your feed. This is what's cool. Buy this, it's cheap, and they'll ship it to your house or deliver it, and it just makes it so
And
much
it's
easier.
cool and an elevated, I'm not going to look like crap in it way.
And also, I'm not going to see everyone else wearing it.
Is
Like
that
they
a
have a
nice way of
nice
putting it?
variety. Definitely check them out because it's made all of our lives easier locally, but they are looking obviously to expand.
No need to be local.
Do not need to be local. They will ship to you and
everywhere, anywhere.
love it.
I'll see you at the post office.
And these girls will be
They're
vendors
there.
that gives us an opportunity quickly before I know Adrian has to leave. These girls will be vendors at our CBI Holiday Boutique. Marissa
Sixth
and I
annual.
share the holiday boutique at our temple in Rumson. That is unfortunately for locals, of course, but that's okay because we just gave them all this information and how it can be national. In Rumson, our temple on Wednesday,
November 30th.
November 30th. And come check it out. We also have Natalie will be there as well. We're very excited to have
Yeah.
Natalie there. So she'll tell us a little bit about her business in a minute. It gives you an opportunity to shop, and feel the clothing and do it in person, which I know a lot of people still really enjoy doing. So it gives the, local community an opportunity to go check them out in person, meet them face to face, and trust that they're picking out really cool things for them because I think that they are. And other upcoming events that I'm sure you can check out on their Instagram or website.
They're always doing something. They're always up to something, these two.
Yeah, we're
try.
really excited about this fall. I
Yeah.
think that, like we're always all sad to see the beach days end and put away our sarongs and t-shirts. But when that first crisp morning comes and you get your pumpkin spice latte, and there's something new to wear. It's just
Yes.
So
really the
and
best feeling
the
of the
only
year.
thing that you
Favorite
said there
time of year to
was
dress.
the new to wear.
Yes.
Everything else falls short for me, but I
Marissa doesn't
completely
want a
am in-
crisp morning
No,
or
I don't
pumpkin.
love a crisp morning or a pumpkin, but I do love a sharp new shirt.
Yes. And that note, I know Adrian probably has to sneak out. So thank you for being here, Adrian.
Guys.
So happy to have you a part of our web and looking forward to partnering for future. So on that note, I'd love to introduce Natalie because Natalie is doing
Cute shirt.
some really cool things.
It's live right now. Brand new. Just launched today.
It's a
Amazing.
very me shirt.
I love that. All right. So Natalie, you're up. Tell us a little
You
bit
got the
about what
bag?
you're doing.
You have
Oh.
it, Adrian?
Yeah, she has.
Okay.
Okay.
You have it?
I'll get this bag.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, we got it.
All right,
All right, Natalie, tell us.
Hi, so I own Sport Couture. I'm a personal shopper and stylist for athleisure wear. I do dab into the lifestyle apparel as well. I want women to feel like cute and good while they're working out, but I want the outfits to be, multidimensional. So not just cute, but functional. And it's good for whether you're doing yoga or Pilates or spin or a strength workout. I have done all of those workouts, so I know, what are the best brands for what workout. And then I continue to do more R&D on new brands. So a lot of the brands that I actually carry, and what I try to do is bring brand to the area that people don't really know about, right? Not the big box brands. And coincidentally, or maybe not coincidentally, probably 90% of the brands I bring are from California, and I'm born and raised from California, so that kind of does
She
well for
exudes
me.
it.
West Coast girl.
So
Yes.
her like West Coast energy is like touching me in the best way possible.
So yeah, I mean, I do personal shopping mostly. I don't have a storefront, and whether I get to that point, we'll see. But I am working on something about, which is something new and exciting, is getting a spot where people can kind of shop by appointment, because as much as the personal shopping aspect is really kicking off, because a lot of people love personal shopping, they don't want to shop. So having me drop everything off, and I'll even leave extra things, extra sizes, and you pick what you want. So it's kind of like an expanded version of Stitch Fix, right? But more tailored to you. I know what workouts you're doing and what you're focusing on. But there's also a set of the population that want to shop. So I want to be able to kind of offer that to the community as well.
I smell a Mod 39 Sport Couture
I was
collab.
literally just about to say that. She's hearing
I
my thoughts.
smell it. It's coming off of you
It's
both.
like it feels like a fun collab.
Yeah.
I need a couple glasses of rosé, and we'll put this.
Yeah,
on.
something- yes, totally.
Brainstorm. But no, I as a busy mom, and I'm sure all of us can kind of, all of us can kind of understand this, is I want to be able to go to a workout, look good, feel good, it held everything together. I look great, but I got to run to drop off, or I got to run to pick up rather, right? Or go from drop off to workout to pick up, or to lunch, or to running errands, and you're all in the same outfit. And that's why I kind of dive into the lifestyle pieces, because then there's pieces you can just throw on top for the chilly mornings, or when it gets colder out. So, just trying to bring all of that to the area, because I know it's something that's missing. And, hopefully it expands to do more online. I do ship. So I do have stuff on Instagram that I do there. I don't really have an online shop, but happy to do that as well. And I'll do personal shopping for people not in the area.
Are you wearing stuff that you sell right
Yes,
now? Because you look
yes.
adorable as per usual.
Thank
And,
you.
and tell us about, now that's a black on black leopard or cheetah top, which is screaming my name.
Yes.
Um,
So it's actually the brand I'm wearing right now is Reply Forward, which I don't know if anybody knows about it.
I don't know Reply
but,
Forward.
Okay.
They are
Mental note.
amazing, cute clothes, and the leggings are fantastic. So if you think, I know everyone loves Lululemon, and I do too, and I think they have great stuff, but there are also a lot of other like emerging brands that have really fantastic stuff, and that's what I'm trying
Are you
to bring
wearing
to the area.
Reply Forward bottoms
Leggings.
too?
Yep.
Very cute.
Reply Forward. That's a cute name. I love that. I love that. And I'm jokingly, but this is one of the reasons why Marissa and I do what we do. These girls right here sitting next to each other have never met. Now I'm like, how can we work together? And then I'm picturing Noelle wearing the items as an ambassador. I've got a whole thing planned for these girls that they don't know about yet. We're just so happy to have Natalie here. She's doing something super cool for our community that didn't exist, similar to what Mod 39 did for our community, and that didn't exist. And that's really one of the reasons why we do this. It's like, sure, great ideas come all the time, but what we love and what we connect to the most is women that like us who also are hustling to bring an idea to life that didn't exist or that they can improve on something. And that's one of the reasons why we do these podcasts, because that to me is inspirational, right? And somebody like Kelly has these clients that are working through this burnout or this, fear. And look at these women, Kelly. I'm sure you feel just as jazzed about this as we do, because we are like this and we are cut from that same cloth. To see people who had an idea, went for it, figured it out. Now, granted, these are obviously all entrepreneurs that did it, but I think that this, to me, I don't know how, Kelly, you probably feel the same, is so inspirational that like you can feel burnt out. You can feel, and I'm sure you deal with people all the time that are trying to figure something like this out.
I want to take a moment and just like the Oreo of Natalie is super important to me. So originally she wanted to be, we talked about this off screen before, but her first real job that she wanted was to be a veterinarian. Okay. But just like really quick before you like decided you were going to teach Pilates and then also launch this really great new concept, just tell the audience and Kelly in particular what you did for all those years.
So I went to law school, and then I went straight into Wall Street. So I was working for the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, to Goldman Sachs, to American Express, to leaving all of that behind and starting Sport Couture.
So, and I think that speaks, granted, there was one or two moments that stick out for me with her and my, neighborly friendship, beach club conversations where she looked at me and she's like, I don't want to do this forever. And I was like, but what do you want to do? Right. So this was like a successful young woman with little kids, like slaying at Amex and commuting these crazy hours. Granted, remember when we used to commute? I remember. Anyway, some people still do, but like not nearly the same way. It's totally different. Anyway, a little bit different. Anyway, point is look what she's done. And I think when Kelly is working with people or when we're working with people, all is not lost if you change direction. All is not lost if you change direction. It's just a matter of being able to put your passion, your mind, your energy, and your guts into what you're doing, and then gracefully taking that leap. So
Kelly, do you have any thoughts on that as another career coach? Like, I'm sure that your brain is moving like ours does when we talk to people like this that do totally different things than what they set out to do.
She did work on the Mercantile Exchange.
Yeah.
Just say.
Any thoughts?
Connecting. No, you don't. I'm just saying.
Yeah, sorry, I'm open on mute with my little one. I don't know if you can hear him.
We can.
Hi.
Hi,
baby.
Yes, no, I mean, your story is so inspiring. I mean, I love what you said about trusting our gut. I feel like maybe you have experienced all this too, and sometimes when we're just grinding, we lose touch with our instincts and the inner wisdom, and it's so important to reconnect to that so we can make decisions that serve ourselves. That's a big part of what I do as a coach, or I had to do when I was trying to find my way when I kept changing jobs. And it's really scary when we don't know our way, or we're trying to embrace the unknown. And I think Jamie, it was you that talked about the fear that shows up. That's why it's so good to have like a tribe that you can lean into, family that supports you, but sometimes family is the hardest, and seeing decisions that you want to make that are right for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I believe in therapy. I believe in coaching, all the resources you can get, because making big changes can feel really scary when it doesn't need to be. But it's so important to listen to that inner voice.
I agree. And that's why, her masterclass that she's teaching, Kelly's masterclass next week, if you're feeling lost right now or scared or, inspired right now, but I'm listening to these stories, which we haven't even heard Noelle's yet, but similar also, all of us, attend something like that Kelly's teaching, or reach out to us on Instagram or email. That's what we're here for. There are so many resources out there for people who are feeling that way. And I think, we are trying to normalize the fact that career is so much of who we are. I mean, it's like, we talk about this all the time. It's like you meet someone new. It's like it used to be like, oh, where'd you go to school? Now it's literally like question 2 sometimes. Like, okay, well, what do you do? Like, what's
East
up?
Coast culture.
Yeah, East Coast culture, but I think West Coast culture too it's so much about who you are is what you do, and what you do is who you are. Whether it's you stay at home, but you want to maybe do something else, or you are leaving somewhere behind and you want to do something else, or you want to grow within what you're currently doing. There are resources out there and help. And that's what Marissa and I are trying to do, and what Kelly's trying to do.
Whatever you come up with, I tend to spend money on it. And then we tend to blast you all over the place. And then we tend to include you in
every single
events,
panel and
then
event
we
that we're
try to
doing.
make you do lots of stuff. So, right? Case in
Speaking
point.
of Noelle, tell us a little bit about you and what Solo Bar is and how you've created also
a fashion expat.
Yep.
Yeah, I came from the fashion world and I was traveling all over and I worked mostly wholesale and account manager, account exec, that kind of thing. And I then moved from the city to Bronxville and I had a family and I really wanted to do something that made me feel good and I wanted to share that with people. And when I started thinking about what I want to do next, that didn't involve travel and commuting the way I was, it really turned out to be movement and breath work and meditation was what really like helped me more mentally than even physically. So, and what you're saying about like that pivot that you go from corporate or all of that stuff goes with you. Like you take all of that with you, everything that you've done, the people you've worked with, the personalities, the same woman I used to make everything beautiful for at Bergdorf Goodman is the same woman I'm working with, you know, privately teaching movement and bar and breath work and meditation now. And it's just, it really is like full circle. It kind of is amazing to me.
Well, people are in your web for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the ones
And
that
or the
mean something
types of
to you.
people that you attract. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys still there?
Yes. Kenny's back.
Stop to make this. Maybe you can get a shot of that.
Let's see. What do you got?
It's a dessert pizza.
Oh, lift it up a little bit.
Bananas, strawberry cream,
Ooh.
cannoli cream, powdered sugar.
So if we eat that, will we be able to fit into Natalie's clothes? Okay. Then we could just go to Noelle's class.
We make the doors very big so you can fit in the front door.
Amazing. I love it. Bye, Jess. So Kenny.
Be right back.
Okay. Sounds good. Oh my God, he's so funny. I love him so much. Isn't he the best? His cabana's two down for me at the beach club, and I literally can't get enough of him.
He's like, you're gonna eat this.
Yeah, he's the best. He literally is like, he reminds me now that we just digress for just a second, and then we're gonna eat that, go to your class in your clothes. He's just like that guy. I literally said to Kelly,
He exudes his own energy.
yeah, like you gotta go there. Like I can't explain. Like you just gotta go to the new Long Branch location. I can't recommend it enough. Anyway, so I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you're 100% right. Your vibe attracts your tribe. As cliche as that is why we do this work. That is why we bring people together that do this work. We feel that we lost Jess also, by the way. She had to run and get her child, but Jess and Adrian and
These half day things.
I
Come
know.
on.
half
Let's get
day at the
back
beginning of the
into
week.
it.
But Jess and Adrian and Noelle and Natalie and Kelly and Kenny, we're all doing the same kind of thing, right? We're hustling,
change, pivot.
or we move to a new space. Like a lot of us, especially Kenny too, we all moved here from somewhere, right? And now we're somewhere new and we're putting in roots and we're figuring out, okay, are we going to commute and go do what we used to do? Or are we going to start, so we get, I hear myself twice. I love hearing myself once, but I don't know about twice. So Kelly, I'm sure you get this too. I mean, this is not just a pivot almost for some of these folks. It's like you move to a new town or you move to the suburbs, and that in and of itself is a pivot. And how do you bring the business that you had a following for somewhere new? And, I don't know if you have any thoughts on that too, Kelly. I mean, we give this advice all the time. It's like, you don't need to change everything at once, right? So if you're moving to a new city,
by the way,
and you
I
want
didn't know that you were in Bronxville first. So then you took the whole business plan over here?
Yeah.
So like you're moving to a new city, you don't need to also change your business
that.
plan. Like, do you bring your business plan with you? Do you start over because of other circumstances? And how do you work through that? And I'm sure Kelly has some thoughts on this, and some of her coaching work could probably, I don't know what I'm hearing. Is it me?
No, it's
Oh,
Kenny.
it's Kenny.
No, it might be,
It might be Kenny.
it might be me actually, because this is Kelly. I'm on my way to my appointment, so sorry if there's any
No
background.
worries. And while we still have you for 3 more minutes, do you have any other thoughts on that? Like,
Yeah.
we always give that advice. Like if somebody's moving to a new town, you don't have to also start over in addition to now finding, a new geography. So do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I would love. So I know some of you are probably familiar with her, read some of her books, but Liz Gilbert, she wrote Eat, Pray, Love, and
Yep.
Make Magic.
Yep.
And she has this quote that I love and I use in my classes. She suggests starting with not this. So many of us sometimes don't know what yes is, but we for sure know what the hell no's are. So if we start there and
Yep.
clearing out the no's, then it leaves room for the yeses. And so that's so important to begin. So because that's what feels really intimidating. People think we have to start with big moves, and we can start with really small decisions like, okay, I don't want to live in this city anymore. And then you can start exploring where you do want to live, or I don't want to do this part of my job anymore. What parts do I do like? And then just starts like an exploration, and journaling can be so supportive with that type of journey, where you just like sit in this quiet space. It's so sometimes so hard to find silence these days. And then just begin exploring, and sometimes partnering with like a third party, someone like Jamie and Marissa or myself, or confiding in a friend. We can start to gain clarity kind of bit by bit, because the clarity comes over time. It's not going to come right away.
I love
Wait,
that.
I love that. Oh my God. Eat, pray, love.
Say,
Let's
make
cross
room,
over.
not this. It's so true.
What was it?
Let's cross over.
But
Yes,
she said it and it's-
Entrambissimo.
Yeah.
Kenny, now that we have you back, what
Yes.
did you do before you opened Gigi's? What were you doing before becoming
Oh,
now?
no, he laughed.
You love it. Yeah.
Well, no, I'll fail to comment on the grounds I might incriminate myself. How about that?
Okay. Well, it's funny because I alluded to this at one point, I think when I was talking to Kelly another time, but Kenny and Kelly, literally Kelly's like, I'd love to like open a sandwich place. Like literally they moved down here and they're like walking around and
Yes.
and right. Could you tell us that story fast? Because I think that's really
Story is-
inspirational.
all right, so whatever. Kelly and I together for 20 something years. So on and off. And when we had, I ran restaurants in Staten Island for Wise Guys all over the town, Brooklyn, Vegas, all over. And then so I was, basically on the street doing my thing, playing poker for a living during the times when I was even with Kelly, but we had no family. So we decided to have a family, and I said, okay, this riffraff has to calm down. I always loved the food. I said, what do you think if we open up some sort of restaurant or whatever? So really no comment. Kelly was just interested in having kids. I met an old-time friend of my dad's at the racetrack, and in passing, talking about buying racehorses, it was shortly after Sandy, there was a burger place that went out of business right on Ocean Avenue, the original Sunny Sandwich Shop, across the street from the main beach. And after a couple of things back and forth with a friend of his, we agreed on taking over that spot. And that was our original Sunny Sandwich Shop.
I love that story because it was like Kelly
Because it started at the racetrack?
Yeah, well, not only that, it's like it was just a pipe dream. It was a pipe dream at the beginning. And not only did then they opened Sunny's, which was a sandwich shop, then they opened Gigi's down the street. Sunny and Gigi, by the way, are the names of their kids.
So yes, we weren't allowed, because the landlord was friends with the pizza place that was right next door to Sunny's.
Yep.
We weren't allowed to sell pizza. So we started selling focaccia.
Yep.
And it was basically pizza. So people started hearing about it. A restaurant closed right down the street, which is the Gigi's location now, 1142 Ocean Avenue, right across the street from Donovan's. That came about, and the landlord contacted me, said, why don't you put a pizzeria in? Everybody loves your food. And then Gigi's was born, and we ran both joints for a while, for about a year. And then we said, hell, let's combine them. So now we got Sunny's and Gigi's in that same location. We since opened another location in Oceanport, right by the racetrack. That was right around COVID times. And now this one is just here in Long Branch. It's only 2 months old.
And we were raving about your Long Branch location to these girls because, mom's in town. It's such a nice spot. And I know I told this to Kelly. I didn't get a chance to tell you, Kenny, because I forgot to say it to you. And I saw you at the beach after this. But we went for my mom's birthday. Faye treated us like literal, like celebs.
Felt like I was at Rayo.
And my kids were playing on the chalkboard wall the whole time. We were eating. It's just like a awesome. There's not a lot of places you could go like with a big group like that to sit down and be able to have a big family meal like that. BYO, it was great. It really was.
Yeah, that's all the girls, Faye and Kelly. I mean, Tommy and I wouldn't, we don't know the decor and stuff like that. Chalkboard wall, I would never do that. But they said, let's do that because thinking about it, going out to dinner, your kids are always hanging all over you. You can't even have a nice, intimate night having a glass of wine. We put the chalkboard up, and all the kids just go gravitate to that one spot, and then you can have 5 minutes alone with your significant other, and it worked out great.
I love it. And the food is solid. Like, we are selective, and the food is
It's delicious.
really good.
Yeah,
There's nothing he
all I'm
doesn't
saying
make
is
well.
This is fine dining food with a very casual atmosphere.
Yep.
The food here, just if anybody comes in and tries it, they're like, we can't believe how good this is for like what you call like a pizzeria or a small Italian restaurant. Our food, I was trained by, chefs that cooked for presidents and worked all over the world, trained in France. I've done that in my 25 years coming up, before I opened this place myself.
It's so awesome. We love your food.
old-fashioned Italian cooking.
We love your food. We love you guys. We love your personality. We're so happy you're here with us today, even briefly. And that you were able to partner with us this summer for Dream Camp, and that we were able to feature you and just hopefully send more people your way, because we just love.
Send them.
Yes.
Tommy was saying, whatever happened with the Dreamcatchers? What do we get? What's going on? I'm going to be on the radio.
This is what I'm saying. This is
Tommy,
the radio.
Tommy,
you're on the radio.
we're worth your money. We'll shout from the rooftops everywhere and anywhere. Go to Gigi's, 3 locations, order in. They're on the Slice app. You can go in their like in-person location. There are 2 pizzerias, 1 sit down. Really awesome food. We love
this catering menu too. We do a lot of catering.
Oh, and they'll
deliver to the beach clubs, which is amazing.
Deliver directly to the beach clubs in the summer. We'll go anywhere.
And there's not a birthday party they haven't slayed.
Yep, it's so true. Kids love it. Grown-ups love it.
Party. You can fit 40 kids in here.
Oh yeah, we could have a birthday
That's a
party
good
there.
idea.
Ooh, there it comes. That's my next idea. Well, Kenny, thanks for being here. I know you may have to come in and out, but we're going to wrap up in the studio in a minute anyway. So happy to have you guys here and to all meet in person, because I think
I want to say one thing.
yeah.
Don't forget, Noelle is not just local either.
Well, I didn't get a chance to say what Noelle's doing next.
She's doing
that's
a
where I
lot of
left off.
online classes.
Yeah, so Noelle, give us a little update about what's coming up for you.
Well, for the rest of the month, I like prolonged the whole $200 for a 10-pack that we started with a couple of weeks ago for like the back to school packs. Normally $25 a class for the open group classes. But if you do it this way, it's $20, which is nice, save $50. And I have a full schedule for the fall at my house in the backyard in Fairhaven. And I'm also teaching online throughout the week. And the schedule's all on Instagram and on my website. Also, looking into a space for part-time of the week, where we can all go for the colder months, which is exciting. So I still do online, but I really like being in person too. So this will give an opportunity for even other practitioners to work together. For if you ever wanted to do something,
Another
Maybe
collab.
you could do
a pop-up.
I reached out to you right away before I even know that we knew each other.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, she did. She was like, we should do a collab. I was like, yeah.
I love that.
Do like birthdays and barn bubbles, or like a brunch and bar and that kind of thing. And it'd be very cool to have you bring. I mean, it just makes sense for you to bring your collection. And so it's about a 45-minute workout, 15-minute meditation. And then we can shop for 30 minutes.
I love that. That's such a good idea.
it sounds great.
Sounds good.
Kelly, did we lose you? Did you have to jump off?
Yeah,
I think she may have
she's
jumped
gone.
off. Well, you guys, this was such a pleasure. And even honestly, Marissa and I always say this, but like when we know we're onto something when we curate a group of people and then we see it together and we're like, oh my God, like it just is so right. Like Noelle can do something with Natalie and then these girls, like the Mod 39 girls, and it just makes so much sense. And Kelly, just like us, is so passionate about helping people get to where you guys have gotten naturally. And if there's somebody out there that's struggling, that needs somebody like Kelly's direction or a new resume because it's just a mess and you can't even figure out how to get to that next point, that's what we're here for. That's what we're trying to provide. So we're just so grateful to Shared Universe for being here today, for having us, on air, and to all of our partners,
Dream Chasers.
Yeah, just so
All of
grateful
them.
to everybody for being here, and thanks for listening. This will be an episode in hopefully a day or two. Stay tuned for that. And then as far as just to plug what we've got coming up, the Dreamcatchers dabble, as you know, in all sorts of things, philanthropy. So we have 2 big events coming up. So definitely take a look on our Instagram or our website for those. But on September 28th, We are thrilled to be doing our 10th annual streaking event. It's a event that we, birthed 10 years ago for streaks in our hair, which I have one now, but it's more.
Streaking is a scary word
Yeah,
when used.
It's more of a.
inappropriately.
This is unicorn streak or whatever they
Fairy
call it.
hair.
Fairy
It's called
hair.
fairy hair.
Sorry, the 13-year-olds would kill me for calling it unicorn. And we get pink streaks put in our hair in honor of breast cancer awareness. We're doing that this year at Bellworks on 9/28 in partnership with Tootsie Olin. She's going to be doing a dance class. We have 2 salons on board, Salon 685 in Shrewsbury, Salon Concrete from Homedale. We'll be there doing streaks. Bar will be open. We're going to have some live entertainment from the kids at Rocket Academy, which is my niece Sienna. For those of you that know how talented she is, she will be there with her friends singing. Just so excited to do that. And hopefully actually Shared Universe will be there as well, doing some sound bites and interviews and stuff going on there because they have a Bellworks location. So stay tuned for that. And then, as we mentioned earlier, November 30th, you want to talk about the boutique?
November 30th, locally in Rumson at CBI.
Oh, I'm sorry. By the way, you can donate to that cause even if you're not local. So check out our website for that.
CBI, we have been putting this together now for the last 6 years. It's my passion project, maybe my insanity. I like to bring together small businesses that are selling wares in honor of the holiday, with proceeds benefiting our local synagogue and the synagogue preschool, which my children have attended. And it's a lot of fun for me. It's a throwback Thursday moment for when I had a side business years ago, and I used to do all these events all over the city. And, we'll have anywhere between 25 and 35 vendors. And we've been extremely successful, even through COVID, to not only bring businesses to light that wouldn't normally be down in our area, but also showcase local businesses in a pop-up capacity. And then in addition, raise percentage of money to give back to kids in the community school that is supported, it's predominantly a nonprofit.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a fun, quintessential combination of all things Dreamcatchers, fashion, Marissa, silliness, and Jamie
Making
detailed.
it pretty.
And we look forward to having you there. We'll be shopping from, I think it's 3 to 9 on the 30th.
We did like after school hours till evening, so that if you can stop by before, after pickup,
We'll
after bedtime.
And also that Instagram handle is CBI Holiday Boutique, I believe. We'll start leaking the vendors soon.
Yeah, and you can follow that on.
And when I say soon, it's because I haven't finished reading all the emails.
Correct.
So.
Oh, and I also wanted to just quickly say the streaking event, just quickly, I forgot this part. It's important. The streaking event benefits Susan G. Komen, which is the organization that discovered the type of cancer that our mom is now a survivor of. And that was why we started the event. And to date, we have raised close to $28,000 to that fund. We are looking to surpass 30, which I think we already have with ticket sales. So get us to 35. Please. So check out that on our website or on Instagram. You can donate directly to our cause, or you can buy a ticket to the event, or both. And also, if you can't make it that night and you want a streak in your hair and you can't get over to Bellworks, you can purchase the streak and pop into either Salon 685 or Concrete throughout the month of October to get your streak.
And you can come for a little, or you can come for a lot. So you can come for the whole day. You can go to Bell Fresh.
Oh yeah, Bellworks Fresh is happening that day too. It's on a Wednesday.
You can go to Tootsie's class. You could listen to the kids perform. You can get a streak. You could go to Jersey Freeze. You could do whatever you want. So it can go, you can make the time out of it. So if we haven't overwhelmed you yet, we can keep talking, or you could just look on Instagram.
Look on our Instagram. Thank you everyone for being here today. Thank you to Christian for doing our sound, and thanks to these ladies for joining us in the studio. It was so nice to do it in person. Did you guys have anything else you wanted to share before we wrap? And thank you to Kelly and Kenny who were on the phone, and Jess and Adrian who had a jet, and thanks again, Christian. We're all done.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Keep